I just don't care. I've said my piece and I just don't care about anything you've sent me.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video.
As you can imagine, we receive a lot of comments, a lot of messages are sent to us every single day, and some of them are pretty harsh.
Yeah, you know, drink bleach, hope you get cancer, hope you get hit by a car and end up like a vegetable like those that you eat.
I hate you, die, you're old, you're ugly.
All
yada,
of it.
yada, yada.
Yeah, all the time, it's non-stop.
And we share a lot of this on our Instagram and Snapchat stories because, you know, they're pretty funny and we like to be a little sassy in our replies.
Yeah.
And you guys think they're hilarious, so it's kind of like water off a duck's back,
It
really.
is.
They mean nothing to us.
No. However,
But-
we did receive one recently that really sort of riled us up, you know, rubbed us up the wrong way.
Yeah, we have to say this is one of the worst comments we have ever received, and it's probably not what you're thinking.
No.
But it did inspire us to make this video because I think there's a lot to discuss from it and something that we can all learn from it.
Definitely. So the backstory is we were on a ferry recently moving from the island to the mainland, and we had brought our homemade vegan food with us. Actually, no, some of it was home.
Takeaway.
I think the rice we
Yeah.
made at home, but then we got some takeaway on top.
Anyway, we had our food in our travel containers and we were eating it on the ferry as we were travelling.
We were filming on Snapchat and Instagram stories,
Yeah.
and you know, we filmed the food and we said, "This is food,"
Yeah.
and then we filmed the sea and we said, "This is the sea."
And we said, so this is our seafood.
That's right.
Get it? Thought it was pretty clever.
Yeah.
A lot of people said, oh yeah, great, great comment, great snap.
However, later on, we received this message. Guys, stop hating on non-vegan food. I don't eat meat, but I eat seafood. The rest being fruits and veggies. But even so, people are going to eat what they like. Can't change that, just let it go.
That's not the worst comment ever.
No.
It's coming. So this, yeah.
So, I mean, when we first got this, my reaction was, it's okay. You know, this person is clearly ignorant to the information that, you know, we now know, but once didn't know ourselves, and most people don't know initially. So that's fine. This is an opportunity to educate somebody, to enlighten someone, to share the information that we now have with them.
And I think a lot of people don't think of fish the same way that they do land animals. So this person and many people we know, they stop eating meat, but they make an exception for fish. When fish is, you know, it's the same. It's still flesh from a living sentient being, and they do feel pain. And so, but there's this distinction between land animals and sea animals.
I agree.
So, you know.
And this person's language got me thinking, you know, if we were speaking up against any other form of injustice or discrimination
Or violence.
you know, they wouldn't use this kind of language. You know, if we were speaking up against injustice towards cats or dogs or what have you.
Or other human beings,
Yeah.
or if the injustice and violence was against them, should we just let it go and not say anything and not ask people to help this person? We always need to put ourselves in the victim's position, and from that point the perspective and our attitude very much changes.
Definitely.
So we responded with,
We don't hate on non-vegan food. We educate people as to why animals and the things that come out of their bodies are not food. Fish and other sea creatures are sentient and feel pain. Fishing is destroying our oceans and all life on Earth as we know it. The flesh of fish and other sea creatures is highly toxic and is killing us. Here are some resources for you to verify what we're saying.
and so then we listed 7 resources which go through the ethical implications of eating seafood, the environmental of course, and the health reasons as well.
All of these links we highly recommend that
Yes.
you watch and read if you haven't already. We'll link them all in the description box below. So much amazing information.
That's what we sent through to this person. It's a pretty measured response.
Yeah.
I think there was lots of education in there. Again, we're not judging anyone, but it is not food, it is violence. And that mind shift needs to happen until we stop seeing living, breathing, sentient beings as food.
That's
and
right.
my choice. We're going to have some problems on this planet as we currently are. Okay? So then from that point came the worst comment we've heard in a long time.
Yes.
Their response was,
I'm not going to read all this, lol. I just said what I had to say. So yeah, I mean, it took me quite a while to go and source those 7 resources and then link them in that direct message reply. And I thought, you got to be kidding me, you know. We're covering the health, the ethics, the environment. Everything that you need to know is laid out there. All you have to do is click a video and watch. You don't even have to read all 7. In fact, only one of them was an article and the rest were videos. And most of them are short.
And so the reason this is possibly the worst comment we ever received was because of the apathy. I just don't care. I've said my piece and I just don't care about anything you've sent me, especially the lol bit. There is nothing funny about destroying the environment, taking the life of innocent beings who want to live and have every right to live, and destroying your health, and possibly even contributing to human rights abuses, because here in Thailand, for example, the fishing trade is based on slavery.
It is. And this is covered in the Vegan Activists video, Why I Should Stop Eating Fish, which is one of the 7 links that we linked to this person.
Yeah, so we were just really taken back, thinking, but this is everything that's wrong with the world.
That's right.
You know, fair enough if you don't know. None of us knew at one point. We didn't know.
Yep.
I mean, I've always been allergic to seafood, but you used to eat fish.
I used to eat tuna on the daily pretty much. Actually, that was my staple.
Yeah, and you know, none of us knew. Just like land animals, just like dairy, just like eggs.
Exactly.
We don't know because these industries and the truth is hidden from us so well.
But once we know, we have a responsibility to act accordingly, don't we? We can't bury our heads in the sand and remain willfully ignorant.
And this is the thing. This person doesn't want to know, because here we are saying, here's the information, but they're not even going to click on the links, and that is the main problem.
Yeah.
You know, because again, if they don't know, then hey, I don't need to make a change. They don't want to make a change, but they are aware that there are problems because they're watching us. So you know, you're hearing the information, but they don't want to dig deeper to find out the details.
If we could just go back to her language of hating on non-vegan food for a moment. This comes back to the speciesism that you were talking about before, where we see land animals as sentient and feeling sometimes, but not so much sea life, like fish and other sea creatures. Now, if we had been making posts specifically in relation to dog meat, for example, would our comments, our Snapchat story or what have you, have been viewed by this person as hating on non-vegan food? I don't think so. Yeah.
The filter through which we see the world, through which we see animals, through which we interpret information is extraordinary, and it really does keep people at a distance from making that connection. Very much so. So anyhow, the conversation went a bit back and forth and basically said the kind of things that you would expect to hear. You know, I didn't ask you to send me all these links. Typical vegans, you're the rude ones. Let people live their own lives, no matter what you say, what your opinions are. Others won't be brainwashed. Don't go around sending messages and on all the things that you should and shouldn't do. Mind your own business. Do we live on planet Earth?
We do. And there's only one.
Do you know what that means?
It means that we all, you know, breathe the same air, drink the same water, live on the same land, and so air, water and soil quality affects all of us.
Yes, there's no your business, my business. Yeah. It's all our business when it comes to the planet we live on.
We don't live on individual planets.
No, and even if we did, the sentient creatures that deserve to live are still our responsibility. You know, it's not about domination, it's about caring for each other.
Exactly.
All beings.
Coexisting in harmony. So we went back with, you watch us, you messaged us, you asked us to change what we do. Opening people's eyes is our business. You want to remain willfully ignorant, then don't message us in the first place.
And yes, this inspired a video because there's just so much to discuss from this one comment.
Yeah, there is.
We're kind of just blown away, but I think the main message to take away is that you cannot remain willfully ignorant. In this day and age, in 2017, when we know so much, there's so much information out there, and it's not just from vegans. You know, we have scientists telling us, hey, the planet's in trouble, the environment's in trouble, our ecosystems are in trouble, we need to take collective action and change.
It's interesting, you know, the fact that she reached out to us in the first place with the, you know, critical message that she sent us, it got me thinking, you know, sometimes these people who are overtly critical, they're actually the closest to making a connection, because perhaps something in their subconscious mind is not sitting well with them. And so it's kind of like, the best defense is attack.
Yeah, it's like the strongest resistance comes right before you're ready to make that final connection.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Which is why we often give people the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But then she just sort of went too far with just shutting down the information that we provided.
Yeah, I just, we don't have the luxury of turning this kind of information away. It is predicted that by 2048, this is in our lifetime, that we will have fishless oceans if we keep pulling life out of the sea at the rate that we are, and the fish can't reproduce quickly enough. And once the oceans die, as
Paul Watson, captain of Sea Shepherd, writes in the article that we link to this person and we'll link below.
When the oceans die, we die. Okay, it's all connected. So there's no your business, our business. There's no don't judge here and don't do. You have to educate yourself. So if you're watching this video, if you're watching this channel, and you're still eating animals, and in this case seafood, please follow the links down below, and it really is time to make that connection.
And we're also going to link some work from Dr. Richard Oppenlander, who features in Cowspiracy. In fact, he was the lead environmental consultant, and he's also presented to the United Nations about the urgency of and the magnitude of the problem that we're facing collectively as a species on this planet, and the dire timelines that we face.
We need to start waking up. We cannot sit in this little comfort bubble, isolating ourselves, saying, oh, I don't like that, I don't want to read it, lol, I didn't ask for this.
Yeah.
The fish didn't ask for it, the planet didn't ask for it, future generations aren't asking for it, and it's in our hands to change now. So we're trying to get through to our audience that there is a sense of urgency.
Definitely.
In a way, thank you to this person for sending this message, because it allowed us to make this video and reach a wider audience.
Exactly.
So
it's an opportunity to educate.
Yeah.
Guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Yes. Share it around to raise awareness.
Widely. Please share this on all your social media.
Yeah. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
Yes, and make sure you ding that bell and check the box to receive notifications when we upload new content.
And remember, until next time, that going vegan is not the most we can do.
It's the least we can do. See you next video.
Bye, guys.